Hi there, Reject Nation. Greg and John here today. We're gonna watch The Bad Batch, episode 6, called Decommissioned. I hear it's a good one, so I'm excited. Hey, hit that like button if you end up enjoying our video, or just to be kind right away. Subscribe, click that notification bell to get notified when our next reaction is up. Also, full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code over at our Patreon page. We're over there. We cover many shows with the same tier. You get the option for both reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. It's a good time. Plenty of alcohol and other substances required to enjoy yourself. Gotta thank Pratham Jindal for editing these highlights for us. You're a good man. Now, let's get wrecked while watching this tech, because we've been hunting the chamber echo of this Star Wars.
We got it in our crosshairs. And now I am the Omega of this channel for interrupting you. I'm gonna go get into some mischief.
Why don't you just... Nice opening shot.
Sorry.
Oh, she's practicing.
Keep your eye on the target.
Got it.
Again,
But I've already hit the target 3 times.
out of 12. That's luck, Omega, not skill. So I'll just need to be consistent.
Practice?
God.
You have to learn to tune out distractions, which comes with practice. Again.
That's sort of like those Muppet characters on the balcony.
Statler and Waldorf.
No. Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy, yeah. Gonzo and Fozzie.
I assume you boys know what a tactical droid is? They were the
operational brains.
Tactical droid intel has tremendous value, which is why you're gonna break into this decommissioning facility on Corellia and retrieve one
Han Solo!
build up your strength.
Wow!
Lesson over.
Badass.
Yeah. They should bring her along.
So Omega needs to weight lift. This feels like it's going to be a darker episode. That's when the Bad Batch is awesome.
Yeah. Getting a little bit of those Rogue One vibes again.
They're operating on a rotating quadrant scan. If timed correctly, there's an entry point in their blind spot. Follow me.
There to go.
Good perspective shot.
Enhanced clone who's afraid of heights.
Cool.
It's kind of like that droid factory in Attack of the Clones. Just throw a reference. You know, reference. Yeah, whatever.
Echo, Tech, we'll locate and retrieve the droid. Rekka, cover us up top.
But be on the lookout what's Crosshair's job.
What about me? What should I do?
Stay here and keep your eyes peeled for the target. Let's move.
Got a job.
She's gonna do just that.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna stay right here.
She ain't gonna cause any trouble.
Yeah.
We have one shot at this. Let's get it right.
Where was the droid offloaded? Northern conveyor.
No.
The droid's already in pieces.
Is the head intact?
There's a person behind you, Omega.
Oh.
Someone just ran off with the droid head.
I see him. One of the workers is stealing our target.
I'm on it.
Negative. Stay out of sight.
I don't think so.
Stay back.
Ooh.
Take it easy, kid. I don't want to hurt you, but I can't have you getting in the way.
She's one of the sisters from the AHSOKA storyline in Clone Wars, the last season. That's cool. You're gonna see them early. Oh, they're both here. Okay, that's cool.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Who you?
Oh, cool.
Okay, you win.
Why don't you ease up on that thing and we can talk about that?
We got blaster fire!
Oh.
Eyes on the floor!
This dude Ahsoka's gonna come to the show. My eyes are racing right now.
Wouldn't put it past him at this point. Especially with another Ahsoka show to advertise.
Grab a weapon.
I had one.
This was like Neil Blomkamp droids.
Yeah.
Rafa, I have the package. Meet me at the rendezvous.
I'll get the head. You get this lockdown lifted.
Oh, got it. Come on.
I got it.
No, Omega, they could be your friends.
Hope you're not expecting gratitude.
Should I have let the droid shoot you?
Badass. Oh, this is such a cool looking episode.
Yeah.
I have the droid hid.
Hot potato.
You shorted out the entire system.
Overrun the lockdown. Wrecker, get to the main control panel. Whoa. I can't reach the platform. It's the only way to reboot the whole facility. Figure it out. Yeah, it's easy for you to say.
You gonna wreck your fears.
Wrecker, hurry.
You got this. You're tough.
Don't look down. What are you waiting for?
This poor guy's head's been in pain for like 3 episodes in a row.
No. He's got a brain tumor.
Take that.
No, show you're good by helping her.
It's online. Now get down here.
No, no.
Good soldiers.
Did you say good soldiers?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Oh no, the chip's becoming activated.
Oh no. Good soldiers. Follow orders.
Oh, so think what happens so soon. No, not Wrecker. Push it away, man.
I'm on my way.
What are you doing?
I'm taking down the support post.
Damn. Yo, this is a cool episode.
Yeah, dude. It's an awesome operation.
Hang on, Omega!
Oh.
Oh, icky.
God.
Hey! Over here!
Dude, this music is awesome.
Come on.
Can't reach!
Oh, God. It's Toy Story 3 all over again.
Yeah.
My man.
We got you, kid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If we want to get out of here, we need to work together.
Fine, but I still don't like you.
I'm used to it.
Oh man, I love the look of this episode.
Yeah, the lighting is gorgeous.
It's very cinematic. No, Wrecker! Wrecker!
Buddy, resist. Bad
I
batch.
can hear the music coming back in. Yeah.
It's about to get worse. A larger wave of police droids is headed our way.
We need a diversion.
What we need is a diversion.
Is there an echo in here?
Yes.
Yes, I was waiting for that.
I'm Echo.
Okay, Echo. We need a distraction.
What's that thing gonna do?
We need an army to get out of this. And we happen to have one.
Ooh. Oh.
Cannot transmit.
It didn't work.
It will, once we boost the signal. And this will help me access the program.
Ooh.
Rico, do you copy?
Just push it. Like emotions.
Crush them down. Never acknowledge them.
We just need a little more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you guys have it all fun?
I just picked it up.
Dog!
What is happening?
What is happening?
Them to attack all police droids.
Affirmative.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Zombie droid army.
Oh, did we win?
Command sequence.
It's like the toys from Sid's house in Toy Store.
Taking revenge.
Nice work.
R7, we're ready for a pickup.
R7.
Ooh.
No! Yeah, she's doing it.
Yeah.
She built up her arm strength.
All in this past 10 minutes.
Yeah, those droids in this lighting look like they're from the game Anthem.
Wait, what about us?
That's Ahsoka's droid.
For nothing.
Whoever Sid's buyer isn't gonna be happy.
You knew how dangerous the information on the tactical droid is, but you didn't know who you were giving it to?
We're being paid to acquire and deliver, not ask questions.
Our contact needed that information to fight back against the Empire.
Ahsoka. Right?
Why aren't you fighting for the Empire? Isn't that what you clones do now?
Not all of us. We're different.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Keep working on that bow, kid.
I will. Bye.
Here.
What's this?
Tech copied the tactical droid's intel to this data rod before it got destroyed.
Why are you giving it to us?
You'll use it for the right reasons.
Huh. Maybe you are different.
It's clear which episodes they really threw her down for.
Yeah, I know.
We acquired the tactical droid data from Corellia. And we had help. It was a squad of rogue clones. And I know where to find them. Thought you might want to know.
Reverse shot. Reverse shot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely her. I'd be 1,000,000% surprised if it's not her at this point. Yeah, too many clues. For one, their episodes in Clone Wars were with Ahsoka, so that's just one clue. They had R7 there. Yeah, I'm so bad with names. I had to see the droid to be sure. All right,
Okay,
cool.
it's okay. Better than me.
Yeah, man, I think that was actually you know what I really like about that episode a lot is I felt something that I haven't felt with any of the other episodes thus far. I really felt a sense of peril for the situation they were in. Like they were really in a tight spot, and it was like, I know they're gonna be fine, but I actually felt the stakes this time, and I like you could feel the overwhelming amount of police droids who were just bombastic, cornering them, and it just seemed like it wouldn't stop. And the situations they were running into, like with Omega, about to be like completely incinerated, Wrecker dealing with the whole thing, and I'm surprised no one's had the conversation about like him bringing up. He's brought it up a couple times now with his head.
Yeah,
and this was the most overt way they have displayed that. Yeah, it's like we were, a lot of us have been saying and speculating that it's most likely the Order 66 chip going off in his head. And then, in this episode, it's very apparent that that's what's happening, especially when we start saying good soul. It wasn't even clear at first. I like that the way they handled that. We're saying good soldier, good soul, but like, did he say good? And then once you get a clear identity of the dialogue, you're like, oh damn, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know, something about him is still pushing it down and hasn't fully activated. So I think with the Wrecker's chip, they're making you go, it's going to happen. They're letting the audience know that it's on its way. But I think, Tech, Echo, one of them will be able to be like, this is what's happening. We need to figure out a way to prevent it from fully taking over him.
Yeah.
We already lost Crosshairs. We can't lose Wrecker now too.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I was like, oh no, I don't want this to happen.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like that actually really helped. Like in some, executions that could have been, trite, but I feel like it helped to ramp further up the tension. Like you said, I mean, this episode already has this intensity about it, and then to have him overcome with that, it helped. It's like we've joked, I feel like, in the past couple episodes about like, oh, it's coming, and nobody seems to be commenting on the fact that he's having these obvious headaches. But they made something very engaging out of it here, and then also a great moment of relief and triumph for him to actually, at least for the moment, overcome it and step back in, join the battle and everything. But it also seems perhaps like they could be using that as a potential, like whenever that comes to a head, they're going to have to address it. Tech or somebody's going to have to take a look, and maybe in addressing that, after whatever mess or set piece comes of it, because it's Wrecker, he's big and boisterous, and if he were to turn, that would be a pretty difficult thing to just physically deal with. And so I imagine after whatever happens there, it's probably going to give them some kind of key and insight into how they could maybe save and reclaim Crosshairs.
Well, I think the show on an emotional heartstring level did a really solid job in a visual display, something that I'm not even sure. This is something that maybe you didn't notice, and maybe I'll get some kudos for saying something kind of cool here. Here's what it is, guys. So Wrecker is struggling, and the whole gang is like, how do we get out of here? And like, you got Trace and Rafa and the Bad Batch, Omega. They're all stuck here, and then you got Wrecker up there who's going through the Order 66 ordeal. And then when he comes down, he literally saves the day by just doing his thing of not using any wit, just being a wrecking ball. And it works, saves the day, and it goes to show you that it would be a major loss, more than just the fact that we like Wrecker. That visually shows you the necessity of having him. Like Crosshairs is a necessary character, but they've obviously been able to do without him and readjust without him. Where with Wrecker, like they kind of showed more of a necessity to have him on the Bad Batch team more than even Crosshairs. Like with that moment, so I thought that was a really solid way to make you go, I like the drama of showing that it can happen, but I don't want it to fully go there.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And so it increases both the physical peril at the time and also, the emotional peril looking forward and everything.
And on a technical level, everything here just looked great. Whenever they go for the dark episodes, like the more heavy episodes, they really seem like they throw down a lot more for those episodes in particular, because this looked excellent. And I noticed I say this more with the episodes that have a darker tone to it, and yes, a darker look overall, because a darker look, I think, makes it look more cinematic, because I feel like this Bad Batch show is kind of an alternating between two different kinds of shows. Like the more mature, and Clone Wars kind of did that too, where you would have more of the kid friendly ones, and then you would have the really heavy high stakes, action intense, dramatized ones, and for Bad Batch it's very evident. I think all fans would probably agree that those episodes tend to click better as just a viewing experience, especially, and you kind of just hear it with the music too, the way the mixture and the attention to detail on certain music cues to throw in there to allude, like when Wrecker was going through when they cut back to him for a second, they did cue some of the that haunting, ominous music that plays with certain parts of this. It's so subtle and underneath, but it's like an audio indicator of this is what's really happening to him. You know, it's like whenever they get a new composer for a Star Wars movie and they throw a hint of the Imperial March in. You know,
just to rebrand everything back into the continuity.
Yeah, dude, it's great. And then so this Rafa and Trace, I believe Trace is the younger one. Basically, what happened is in Clone Wars season, the final season, when Ahsoka, I only saw it once, so I'm going off of memory here. When Ahsoka, she was one of her. Look, if you're gonna ask me for names of items and people, I'm not your guy, but I am one to go, I know where that's from and I know what that is, but I can't tell you what it's called.
It's good. Very cool.
One of her bikes, her Star Wars bikes, was in need of repair, and then at one of the lower level slumps of Coruscant is where Rafa and Trace resided, and Trace was helping her fix her bike up, and then it led to some missions because Rafa, the older sister, does deals with bad space people, and we're transporting spice across the universe, and then trying to make right decisions along the way. And then, being a Jedi, they didn't like Jedis, and so then they develop a friendship. And I'm giving you a summary of 4 episodes.
I can see it all in front of my eyes.
So yeah,
it's just for my sake.
But basically, Ahsoka develops a very strong bond with the sisters, and a very important one for them. And it was something that I remember that some fans weren't big fans. Some fans didn't take a huge liking to having those episodes there. From my recollection, I personally enjoyed them, and so I was cool with seeing them back here again. So when they're saying the contact, it's got to be Ahsoka. They got the droid, and also in Rebels, Ahsoka, she had a code name where she was helping out the rebels for a while before it was officially revealed. Oh, this secret person is actually Ahsoka. So I think this is the beginning of that, I'm sure they're fleshing that out as well, because this really does feel like the in-between show to truly, because there's Clone Wars and Rebels, and there's a big gap in there, and this is the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And so I think they're using that opportunity, because then you got Mandalorian too, which is using that gap with Fennec, and then you're showing. And I think this is where you're going to get that Ahsoka storyline of working with them. But Trace and Rafa aren't in Rebels, so I don't know what becomes of them.
They're going to die in this show.
I don't think so. That's not how these shows go. It's not how Star Wars works.
No one ever truly dies.
Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong, but,
I doubt that you're wrong.
It seemed like that's the. It seemed obvious in all the ways to get a fan excited of Ahsoka's coming. And I think at this point you'd be kind of disappointed if it wasn't Ahsoka, considering everything hints towards it being her.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, unless you have something even better to reveal, it would just make people upset.
Yeah.
Especially because people do spend so much time combing and recognizing, the little details and stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know, if you do too much poking at people and trolling people, then you're going to make them mad.
Trevor's flattery. Rough boner.
Boner. The bad bone. But nah, man, this was awesome. This was really, it felt kind of like a Western or something like that, like a shootout in a corral or something like that, except with a hyper detailed robot destruction site.
Well, there's gripping action in here too, and the action was really cool, and it was the coolest Hunter's ever been. And I even like the on a plot point level, you're it's pretty obvious that Omega will probably by the end of this episode start using her bow and arrow, which that shit looks so familiar to me, and I don't know where it's if someone were to tell me where that's the bow and arrow we've seen before. If someone tells me, I'm gonna feel like an idiot, because I'm of course I should have been able to pinpoint it, because right now I can't pinpoint it. But I'm that seems very familiar to me. We must have seen it at some point in Clone Wars from one of the characters. I don't know, or maybe Jedi Fallen Order.
It's Hans. It belongs to Han Solo, who did not appear in this episode.
Even though they were at Corellia, they should have done it.
It's messed up.
But yeah, man, that was great. The action was really cool. This was firing on all cylinders. Guys, leave your thoughts down below for what you thought about this episode. Have you been liking the Bad Batch? Has the Bad Batch been going better for you? Where would you rank this one in particular? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that notification bell, hit that thumbs up button, or if you really didn't like the video, you can hit that downvote. You know, it's okay to disagree with us. And if you want to be a dick about it, fine. Be a dick.
Wreck our day. Tyler Haig, listen, buddy, you know what I like to do. I like to take people and mesh them into the video, and I just thought you would be perfect.
That's a shout out.
Because that's, you know what? I'm here to deconstruct this shout out for you. It's a meta shout out, and it's going to be a great experience for you, especially because you are the wrecker of this Bad Batch, my friend. And if you were going through some kind of perilous head trauma, I would be so sad, because not only would you be perfectly clutch as a member of our team, you know, going in smashing droids and stuff with your big muscly arms and whatnot, but you're also just a fun-loving sweetheart of a guy, and I would hate to lose you as an asset to the Bad Batch that is our Patreon.
I would hate if you died too, Tyler.
I don't want you to die. Don't die, Tyler. Jeez, what's wrong with you? Stay alive.
Thanks for living and being with us till the end. Bye, Tyler.
Wisconsin.